Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. Let your shoulders down. Relax your eyebrows, your tongue. Now let your original face set in. Stay there. Relax and breathe. Open your heart and your mind and remember who you are for just a minute here. And deep breaths and stay here. We're in a safe space. This is for the sign of Aries. Aries, while we are still taking deep breaths, man, your vibe on fire. And I'm wearing red. I got fire on my shirt. I mean, I found it in my closet. I don't actually know whose it is, but I just so happened to picked it and I realized it's got fire on it, and it's perfect. Going into this reading, going into you guys' reading, right? We're just like immersing in this wildfire that I'm feeling. Positive attitude, positive mindset. You're switching, you're shifting. Let me just take that back. You're shifting into this positive mindset. You are also having to pursue and continue this path of creative mindset, okay? Those two combined, positive attitude, creative mind, you're going into a place of passion. Like I said, man, lots of fire. I love this for you, Aries. And I also like that you're the first one that came up. You're the first sign that came up stepping into Sagittarius season. I have here what came up first. We have the moon and the Fool card. Again, big energy coming back to what you are also revealing at this time. Aries, I'm just gonna go ahead and lay this out. I also have 4 decks that I want to work here. I'm just gonna keep shuffling, deep breaths, whatever, man, it's your life. I'm just here to read your cards. You know this pace, the 10 of Cups. Love this vibe. The pace that you guys always find yourself in, you know, when you kind of just pace around the whole place. I'm just spitting everywhere. You know, when you're just pacing around the whole place, you have no destination, man. Even if you're just at home, you're just like pacing from the kitchen to the living room to your room. It's just like you're fucking Flash, just like going in this like pace. You know what I'm saying? You have nowhere to go, but you just keep pacing because you have so much in your mind. Every time I go into Aries reading, man, it's always like I'm always going into this fast pace always. I always find myself just like walking around the house mindlessly, and I think it has to do with the fact that you do have a lot in your mind. You do have a lot of tasks that you want to take on for the day. You do have a list that you want to just check off, you know, one by one, taking things one at a time. Also, when I meditated on you guys' energy, I picked up on one day at a time. And this is what we may have been doing for a couple months now. You're setting this, going, like what I said, going into this new mindset, positive attitude. This is what you have been practicing on for the last couple months. This is your pace that you're paying more attention on, and having to really settle in your body, and slowing down a lot more. And that is also what I had picked up on you guys' energy, is that when I find myself in a fast pace, I now have the self-awareness to slow down. Remember how in the last reading, I think I said the same thing about your pace and having to go fast, because you guys have just so much going on in your head while you do this. But this time around, as you go through this fast pace that you're on, you now have this self-awareness and telling yourself, reminding yourself, holy shit, I think maybe I should slow down now. You now are tapping in more to your self-awareness, and you're reminding yourself now to slow down. Lean in closer to that fire, Aries. Man, let that shit burn you, man. More self-awareness on your pace. I love that. Your sense of self is now settling back into your base, your home, this perhaps solid foundation that you've been creating for the last couple months. Like I said, I have the Six of Cups. This is you coming back to what feels absolutely natural. And you also may be one right now at this time struggling at work with this, in terms of your true essence, that you may be having to like steer off a little bit and steer off a little bit from your creative mind, from your passions. You're kind of having to just let that, you're putting that aside for some reason. You know, tough times, desperate times, this is a time of uncertainty. It's crazy out there. We're losing our sense of self. We're losing our sense of purpose. We're losing our sense of direction. And when we're at work and we're around other energies, this is a big part of Four of Wands here, Aries. We're losing our sense of purpose. We're losing our sense of self. And when this happens, we're also having to come out of our flow. Does that make sense? We're having to see, I'm finding myself going into this fast pace again when I speak, and then I'm reminding myself to slow down also with my breathing. Are we still taking those deep breaths? Man, just fucking do it. I don't even fucking care anymore. 4-4, that could be very significant for you guys. I want to tap into our I call this the comfort deck, to remind us to settle back into ourselves. Another thing that came up for me, Aries, is when I was meditating on you guys' energy, you know, a lot of the intentions that others are bringing about to you, or how they are approaching you, how they are I want to say how they're speaking to you, and behind their intentions, just know that their intentions has nothing to do with you, with us, okay? Collective. Others' intentions has nothing to do with you, Aries. How you are with your intention comes from a pure place. It comes from a place of truth, all right? And this is the truth that you hold so close to you, all right? This is what also may be revealing with the moon. You're saying no more pretending, no more masking. You know, this is me. Accept it or not, you know. I am going to take on this big risk energy, the Fool. I'm going to take on and The moon here is very significant. Also, Aries, however you want to resonate with that, it is up to you. Revealing itself, the truth, okay, that you may be bringing about to others around you. This is your truth, your realness, your vibe. And that maybe when someone someone has already approached you in this way, or someone will approach you in this way, you know, their intention, you may be one to question it. You may be one to really be very, very vigilant with others' behavior around you. And that's cool. That's all right. You know, it's good to be self-aware. It's good to be vigilant. I suppose it's your self-awareness too that you have to remember to stay in. Their intentions is not yours. Your intention is true. Just remember that. Right now, what you are having to focus on is on that paper, the family, your mother. That came up, this very specific, your mother and your relationship with your mother. The future, the wealth that you have been cultivating, okay? The wealth that you may be cultivating. 10 of Cups, we have the 4 of Wands. Again, this is stability. This is your grinding every fucking day. Even in times when you're like, fuck, I really don't want to go to work today. Fuck, I just want to just sit here and relax and breathe and take in wherever my intuition is going to take me today. I don't want to have to, you know, please people. I don't want to have to be one to cater to everybody all the time. I just want to sit with my wealth. I just want to sit with my intentions, my intuition. And I want to take this big risk of just being myself, and that being okay, Aries. So much fire. Dang. Balance, right? The wealth. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Behind every great leader is a woman with a heart of gold, is a man with a loving, unconditional intentions, heart, a mind strong and reliable. Okay. Have we ever met an Aries who ever failed you? Have we ever met an Aries and crossed paths with an Aries who didn't give you the friendly gesture, the kinship, the sense of partnership, reliability? Have you ever met an Aries who ever really failed you? You know, this comes from Aries. This comes from your practice on self-compassion. Okay. How you treat people is exactly how you treat yourself, is exactly how you talk to yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror every morning. And perhaps you are one to write positive affirmations on your mirror. That's amazing. That's great. Keep that up. Maybe you are one to follow the signals, the signs, and this is one that you ultimately continue to follow the guidance, okay? Your inner system, your inner guidance, and perhaps what you may be also following on the external, whatever you see on the external, and also whatever you project, okay? Everything you touch just comes to life. You can handle this. You're a warrior. Some words also to keep in mind for this season: wealth, victory, love, wisdom, passion, fantasy, and power. One day at a time, Aries, you say. This isn't something that just like come to you out of nowhere. It's something that we work for. And that's what comes with that self-compassion. When you give to others, do you know how much more you get back? That kind of stuff is gold. That kind of stuff is treasure. That kind of stuff is what we find that gives us life, that gives us fire, that makes us motivated. You know, this is the kind of things that keeps us alive inside, and what keeps us inspired also, that we radiate out to the world. The Amazon Queen, the battle. I am a devoted warrior of the universe. I just said the warrior in you. This is what maybe the energy that you're in right now. I love that, Aries. Thank you for your energy, for your vibe. It totally is the vibe. It totally is. Things just so happens to work out, right, Aries, when our heart is in the right place. Absolutely. I am enough. These are affirmations that we say to ourselves when we're facing ourselves in the mirror. I am enough. I am destined to succeed, right? I am brave, warrior. The battle that you may be facing at this time, it's fucking difficult. Well, yeah, because the system is fucked up, but you're perfect. That's all I gotta say. And there were times during Scorpio season when you felt like you just couldn't push through. You just couldn't get out of that situation or that thought that you had, and you got stuck in it and you just didn't know how to get the fuck out of it. Because there may be outside voices, distractions on the outside that kept telling you, man, why are you questioning your abilities, questioning your path, right? And these people don't know. These people don't know. And they may never ever know, because they don't even take the time to even get to know you. So what's the fucking point? Dragonfly, the magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past, and the magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. Thank you, Aries, for letting me do this reading. Your vibe has been absolutely, to me, is a gift. You are a gift to the world. Abso-fucking-lutely. All Aries that I've ever known in my fucking life has never failed me. I had my best friend in elementary school. Shout out to April. She is an Aries also, and she was that friend to me that was loyal and true and real. And that's how we remember Aries. Real, true, pure, reliable, you know, and they never ask for anything in return. They just keep giving. And you know what happens to them? Magic. The magic they carry within themselves, it like the universe gives them back tenfold. Abso-fucking-lutely. You know, and I have a friend now, shout out to Alana, Aries, amazing. She's fucking dope. And what I've noticed about Aries is that they take on so much, but they just keep going in silence, and they never share what it is that they struggle with, but they just shower it with so much compassion and so much light and so much magic. And every battle that they face, they push through, they charge through. And at the end of it, what they get back is fulfillment, self-fulfillment, the F word, you know, the filled cup by choice. I love this, Aries. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me do this reading. Have an amazing Sagittarius season. Dance it out, sing it out, spend time with your loved ones, and just immerse in the moment. I love you guys so much. I'll I'll see you in the next reading. Take care.